I am Michaela L. Carson. I am a spiritual growth coach who works with authors and helping you finish your God assignment and the task before you. So, today for 3 Minute Thursday, we're going to talk about consistency with our writing. Let me get my timer going. Okay. So, the first thing I want to address is why do we go from being really consistent to being inconsistent? And there's two things that I think contribute to that. The first one is when life is inconsistent, our writing life tends to get inconsistent as well. So when that happens, when life, like I know summertime is a great time of transition for a lot of people. Maybe your work schedule changes, your kid's schedule changes, your vacation schedule changes. There's a lot of things in the summer that can kind of throw us off. So it's really important when we have that shift in our life that we reframe what normal looks like. When the rhythm of life shifts, we have to pivot with it in our writing. So rethink how normal looks for this season, and maybe your consistency will go back to something else later. But right now, for this season, focus on what works. Something is always better than nothing. You'll hear me say that a lot. 5 minutes of writing or 5 days of writing, both of those bring progress, right? 0 minutes, 0 days brings no progress. So when you're looking at consistency, even if it's just jotting down a paragraph in a notebook, doing a voice memo, if you're flying, maybe you put some notes in on a plane, whatever that looks like, something is better than nothing. So when life is inconsistent, find spaces for you to put in writing into that process. The other thing, life can be inconsistent, but the other thing that's a big factor is sometimes we're inconsistent, right? Like our motivation lacks. I know I've talked to a couple writers lately who have been struggling. I'm one of them where you're just like, oh, I don't want to right now. So when that happens, when we are inconsistent, we really need accountability. We need other writers to walk alongside us. It's one of the reasons we do the weekly check-ins on Fridays in this group, so that even if you're not commenting, you're still getting that little pop-up in your feed that says, hey, check in. And you're like, oh, wait, I could write a response to that, or I can go spend 5 minutes and write part of my story. So I'd always rather you pick the story over a post, but definitely keep that in mind. We've got less than a minute left. So how do we build it? How do we fix it? The main thing we have to do is create realistic goals. A lot of times we expect too much from ourselves and it's just not realistic. So when you're looking at your calendar, obviously your must-dos come first. Doctor's appointments, family time, date nights with your spouse, church, whatever that is. And writing can be second. So plug your must-dos in and then look for the margin you have, whatever that week looks like, and put writing in there somewhere. So that's what I want you to remember. When your writing is inconsistent, look at your life. Is it inconsistent? And look at yourself. Are you being inconsistent? And then figure out how to pivot and adjust for those things that come up so that writing can be a priority in the midst of that shift of rhythm. I hope that helps. Hope it makes sense. There's my time.